to itself. If this doesn't fit on the screen, I'll go off camera. Benjamin Netanyahu has made it very clear he does not want a two-state solution. See, the apartheid continues, and President Jimmy Carter, called it apartheid. It's not a phrase that I'm making up. Others have used it. But he doesn't want a two-state solution. Because, oh man, I'm telling you, you got to come back. I've got some things that are going to blow your mind, what this is really all about. Doesn't want a two-state solution. That information that's down there at the bottom, I want you to know where I got this information from. And like I said, if it doesn't fit, yeah, I don't like the way that looks. So let's start right here. So, October 7th, the president of Israel, there's a president and a prime minister, he says it's an entire nation out there that's responsible. The Israel's Minister of Agriculture said, we are now actually rolling out the Gaza Nakba. He is declaring that we're going to do to them the catastrophe that we did before. Let me throw this in. You got to hear this. You know, have you ever watched a football game? Here, let me stick my mug back on here again. You ever watched a football game? And, you know, they talk about it all the time. Two guys get into a fight on opposing teams, and it's normally the second guy that the referees catch. Well, that's what they do in the media. Sometimes I will go and I will listen to Middle East news reports because they're not, you know, I know they're the boogeyman, supposedly. But I'll go and I'll listen to some of their reports. And they'll have videos that show you what happened before. See, there were several, just one example, because there's a lot of them, because this happens all the time. These young kids are throwing rocks. They hit a soldier. And when I mean young, I mean, you know, late teens, early 20s. And about 19 of them got killed. And the Ashkenaz will always say it's an unprovoked attack because they just hate Israel. As Mark Lamont Hill says, this stuff doesn't come out of nowhere. I'll show you his video clip on that. This stuff doesn't come out of nowhere. What you don't see is they are actually responding to someone that got killed there in their age group, in this case, someone that got killed, that got shot for no reason. It's like the reporter that got killed about a year ago for no reason. And they'll always say, you know, it's a lie, the film's been doctored, all of this kind of stuff. It's always the same stuff. Enough time goes by, sometimes they'll take responsibility or they'll say they're investigating, but we don't ever hear what comes out of that investigation. It just don't have a problem lying because they see these people as less than. They're not worthy of life. So you have someone that is in the government. Benjamin Netanyahu ran there are many people that have been protesting, you know, him being prime minister. They were doing a lot of that before October 7th. Kind of convenient that it happened right in the midst of them saying that he should be impeached and gotten rid of. I promise you I'll deal with that. However, he said in his campaign speeches to the right wing of the Israeli government, I don't want a two-state solution. I want to get rid of these people. It's out of the prime minister's mouth. And now I'm showing you where he's got leaders that are saying the exact same thing. Let me pop this last one up here for you. Look at what this says. We all have one common goal: erasing the Gaza Strip from the face of the earth. Deputy Speaker of the Knesset. These are leaders. These are leaders making this statement, and they are living it out. And they are living it out. Destroying homes, communities, destroying hospitals, bombing them, shooting people waving white flags, destroying universities. What do these universities have to do with Hamas? What do local schools have to do with Hamas? What does any of this have to do with Hamas? The answer is nothing. The answer is that there is no connection. They want these people dead, and we have been supporting it financially. No excuse for genocide. Anti-Zionism, because that's who's doing this, is not anti-Semitism, even though we've proven that these are not Semites to start off with. Let me hurry to the close. Let's watch this. We'll talk on the other side.
Religion. Zionism is a political philosophy which has brought about the state of Israel, the so-called state of Israel. This political philosophy has nothing to do with religion. On the contrary, it seeks to confuse others and let them think that Zionism and Judaism is one and the same. I am a conscious African. I know properly my history. I know that Africa gave Judaism to the world. I know that the first Jews in the world were Africans. Not only do I know this, but I inform everyone who has doubts about it to read a book by Sigmund Freud entitled Moses and Monotheism as a Beginning. Consequently, I know that Judaism and Zionism are not the same. Zionism had its first organizational expressions in 1897 in Basel, Switzerland, in Europe. Here was a man by the name of Theodor Herzl, H-E-R-Z-L. He was the founder of Zionism. He said that he was going to find the state that God promised the Jews. Listen to this very carefully. This man, Herzl, was an atheist. He believed that there was no God. He said God did not exist.
All right, let's finish this up. This is all connected, and there's going to be more. I'm going to turn these into shorts so that you can get this information. Bite-sized chunks or whatever. It'll be on my TikTok as well as Facebook. Had a glitch with Facebook tonight. It's on my Jackie Jackson Facebook, but it's not on Urban Apologetics. So anyway, and I appreciate you. I can't really see your comments as I'm going through this, but I just got a notification that there are positive comments that are coming through. I appreciate that. And if you want to argue about some of the points, I'm good. I'm good one way or another. The ideas that we learn. Let me read this to you. It's one of my favorite quotes from that period of time. When he was asked about peace in the Middle East, the late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated, "The Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here black and came back white." Man, that's not some kind of racist, kind of crazy statement. It's the truth. It's the truth. You have to perpetuate a lie. You have to control the narrative if you're going to keep this going. These aren't God's people and they're fighting for, that's not what's going on here. But again, if you want more information, I'm on the radio Monday through Friday, 4:45. Those are the stations there. You can catch me on AM and FM to have brief discussions. It's a drive time show, 4:45 to 5 o'clock, so it's brief, but I hit it and get it. Really, really good. But anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with me tonight on the Jackie Jackson Ministries Urban Apologetics channel. Lord bless you, beloved. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.